think yesterday's results kind of owned in a little bit on what investors are worried about right now. J.P. Morgan, obviously the best of the bunch, and then Wells Fargo, in terms of reporting yesterday, probably at the lower end of the stack. So I think what investors are generally focused on right now is the commentary, as you played the clip from Jamie Dimon just now. Investors are trying to get a grip and get a handle on how everything is going to play out. So right now, when you had cautious comments from J.P. Morgan yesterday, from Wells Fargo and from Citigroup, it doesn't give investors that much confidence getting into bank stocks right now. So to your point, with the record amounts of debt that this economy has been fueled by, it leaves a pretty big pocket of uncertainty over the next, call it 6 months, as to what happens with these stocks and what happens with the economy.
You guys are a financially focused firm. Is there any investor interest in this sector at all, RJ?
It's a great question. I mean, I think there, as you've seen, call it since this COVID crisis began, we've kind of had two measurable, significant rallies. We had one, in mid-April that lasted until early May, and I think that was when folks started to get a little bit more comfortable with getting a handle on what the virus meant and a potential for reopening. And also that some of that unprecedented government stimulus kicked in as well. And then we kind of sold off a little bit. And then mid-May, when that reopen narrative really kicked in, and then you also had some positive comments from the banks heading into a competitor conference at the end of May, you really did see a really monster rally in both the regional banks and the large banks. I mean, we had, I think, it was a 20+% move in the KRX from mid-May into early June, and then when we started to see some challenges regarding the reopen with virus spikes over the past month, the sector really got sold down very aggressively. So to your question, it's a little bit more difficult right now to see the light at the end of the tunnel, especially with all the uncertainty and with all the cautious comments yesterday. So right now we are having a little bit of a challenge to get investors involved in the space.